Kevin, thank you so much for having myself, my wife, my boy Daniel here. So glad to be here. So my presentation today is around my contrarian view on how I scale six-figure businesses. Here's a little bit about me. My name is Movaghar. I'm a former business banker. I quit my job in 2021, co-founded a credit education and funding company, and launched a private consultancy last year. I've scaled to 6 and 7 figures, and now I just help others do the same. Some of the things I love, personal development. So here's a little bit more about me. So the picture on the far, your left, my right, that's my co-founder Felix, and myself in the middle, our great chief business officer and business partner Daniel. And I don't know if you guys have seen Spencer Cornelia on YouTube. He is our investor. So fun fact right there. Here's another picture about my wife and I. Just, gotta give her some love. And then here are some of my companies. JPM Equity Group, that's my holding company. OPM Mastery, shout out Daniel. That presentation was fire. I don't have the same energy you do, bro, but you killed it. 7 Figures IO, that's my consultancy brand. And lastly, this is actually a sneak peek, Creator Scaling Academy. Gonna teach creators how to scale to 7, 6 figures, all that jazz. And industry, who I work with, actually that doesn't matter. Let's skip to the good stuff. So, have you heard any of these in online entrepreneurship? We're going to scale to the moon. I'm going to 10x my business, good old Grant Cardone. We're going to scale like crazy. Hands, have you heard this? Yeah, all right, that's all bullshit. Yeah, okay, cool. So here's my hot take. The way the word scale is used is often pretty stupid. Most people don't even know what it means, and people don't even know why they want to scale. So that's my hot take for tonight. And here's what I see a lot of. Basically, with the entrepreneurs that get super hyped in the scaling mentality, they are often throwing spaghetti at a wall and hope it sticks, aka pouring money into paid ads with no strategy. That's a pretty common thing. The other thing here is falling into the mindset trap of if it ain't broke, we're not scaling fast enough. Please don't do that. That is a very miserable way to build and scale a business. And then third, freelancing while they're scaling, no systems, no policy, no consistency. Please don't do that either. And then lastly is laziness and product support and community. These are the big 3 in any business, especially in 2023. You got to get these 3 nailed down. Don't be lazy about it. And so here's what founders get wrong. Number 1 is lack of clarity, no clue why they're scaling so aggressively. They don't even know to what point they want to scale to. And they're even uncertain of their intentions within the business. Why are they doing the business? Why did they start it? Why do they want to scale it? Do they even give a fuck about it? No, there's just so much uncertainty. Number 2 is shiny object syndrome. This is my favorite thing to roast on. So I need more software. Gotta always get the fancy software. I need to hire more people. You're not ready to hire no one. Chill the fuck out, right? And lastly, I need to create more offers. You don't need more offers. Get your one offer dialed in, right? Number 3 is lack of vision. So in this whole scale, where are we scaling to? What's the destination, right? So oftentimes they have no clarity on the 3, 5, or 10-year roadmap of the business or the company. I mean, where are we going, right? You want to hire team members, you want business partners, you want customers. You got to sell people on the destination, and it needs to provide clarity to everybody, right? And then, you can't sell the team on the future if you have no clarity. So that's something else that I see people get wrong. Number 4 is lack of integrity. I trigger a lot of people with this. I get so much shit for this, right? So over-promising and under-delivering. Selling your team and customers on a dream that's not even real. And number 3, faking it until you make it, but not showing up. That's a big one. So it's you look all flashy, you got a beautiful Instagram feed, but when it matters the most, you don't show up. It's the biggest disservice out there. So here's the old way versus the new way when we talk about entrepreneurship, online entrepreneurship, all that stuff. So the old way, work 40 to 60 hours per week, if not more. Scale aggressively, take a ton more risk, run ads and hope for the best, YOLO, gatekeeping information, break your systems frequently, and you end up with a business you hate. It's actually very common. The new way, create a business around your life, not a life around your business. Fuck that. Scale sustainably and methodically, create predictable systems. Predictable systems equals predictable revenue, right? Create content, give a fuck ton of value, spend less time putting out fires, be profit-focused first so that you can stimulate long-term growth. And then lastly, end up with a business you love. Why are we doing it? Love your business, right? So here's my 2 cents on modern day scaling. So I know I sound very anti-scale. I just like, the approach of intentional scaling. I know that sounds very woo-woo. I am in fact very woo-woo, so that's why I'm saying that. Cool. So when I talk about modern day scaling, I'm really big on dialing in one thing at a time. Stop focusing on so many things that aren't needle movers, right? So number 1 is sales. Develop your sales process, right? Pitch and close people. You need money to start, build and grow your business, and sales is also the best feedback loop, okay? Number 2 is marketing. Get your avatar, messaging, offer positioning on point so that when you're actually putting your marketing dollars to work, they're not going to waste. That's super important. Number 3 is operations. This is my bread and butter right here. So take the time to design the best first version of your client experience and fulfillment flow from the start, all right? When people think MVP and product, yeah, that's important, but the client experience is actually the most important part of it all. And here's why. When shit hits the fan, your systems break, do you really want to be worrying about fixing your client experience when you should be focused on sales? No, that's not where you want to be at. That's not how you maximize your time as an entrepreneur. That's not how you move the needles within your business. Number 4 is finance. So Daniel talked a little bit about that, but at this level, I'm talking more about setting up your business entity, compliance, your operating accounts, your savings account, all that jazz. Don't be so negligent. Uncle Sam, man, traumatizing. All right, so this is some sauce. This is some sauce right here. You guys might want to take a picture of this. So how to scale sustainably, all right? So there's 3 stages. Stage 1 is your startup. This is when you're at $30K to $50K a month. You should have 1 offer, 1 promise, 1 acquisition funnel, an ad creative, whatever, and 1 traffic source. Don't overcomplicate this. You can, just with this alone, you can get to $30K to $50K a month. Don't overdo it, okay? And this is for the solopreneurs, or you could be a team of like 3 people. So solopreneur with 2 contractors, solopreneur with 2 VAs, whatever that looks like, okay? Stage 2 is your scaling period, 100K a month to 250K a month. This is 2 offers, 6 acquisition assets, so 6 different ads, VSLs, I know that's a little bit more slang, and funnels and stuff like that, 3 traffic sources, and then a team of 4 to 10 people. And then stage 3 is your growth. This is when you enter your season of growth in your business. That's 500K a month, all right? So at that point, you're running 5 offers. I'm using slang here, 2 front end, 2 back end. So, if you have a course, that's a front end offer. If you have a coaching program, that's a front end offer. A back end offer is like you're trying to retain your customer for something else. So if you're a coach or consultant, after your time is done working with that client, your back end offer can be to retain them, all right? So that's how you scale sustainably. This is a proven model, works every time. And this is my last slide here. So going from startup to enterprise, there's really 3 phases in your business journey. Number 1 is setting up the operational guardrails. All right, your operational guardrails, that's like your company playbook so that, you don't end up in shit more oftentimes than you need to. All right. Number 2 is tracking and KPIs, your metrics. How is your business performing in all these different areas, sales, marketing, operations, fulfillment, all that jazz. And then phase 3 is team and management. So you can see when we talk about team and management, how can you have a team and management if you don't have your operational processes, your policies and all of that, right? And then how do you train team members and hold them accountable if you haven't installed tracking, right, and KPIs to measure their performance for success? Right? So these are the 3 core phases, and you want to do them one thing at a time as well. So going back to my principle, dial in one thing at a time. So that's why the whole scaling aggressively thing doesn't often work too often, and it actually burns out a lot of businesses and entrepreneurs because they're like, oh, ops, KPIs, team, oh, but my processes aren't set up, right? All that, back and forth, you can avoid all of that. And that's pretty much it. So if you want to connect, if you have any questions around just like growing your business, we're building a community here. I'm just happy to talk to everybody. Relationships over algorithms, relationships over transactional bullshit. So, I'm just here to support. We can all support each other, grow some healthy businesses, and live a happy life. All right, I'll take some questions. Yes. Yeah. What do you mean by ascension? Oh yeah, so the ascension is typically like a mastermind, more common in my space, right? So you have a course. From a course, you go to a coaching program. Maybe you work with that person one-on-one in a consulting, kind of manner, and then they come up with a mastermind. They ascend you into the next higher level program. Yeah. Yes.
When you say one ad creative, is it literally just one ad that you're running, or are you split testing like several ads?
I wouldn't call split testing more than one ad creative. So you can have let's say it's like one ad creative, but it looks different, right? But it's the same ad creative. That can still count as one. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Yep. What's up?
Say you offer a lot of different services or products.
Yeah.
Say you're still in the stage one, wouldn't that basically be like your best offering at the offer?
So your question is, if you have a suite of services or products that you're selling, should you just focus on dialing the best of that suite? I would say so, because if the rest are underperforming, it's not worth your time, especially if you're in stage one. Yep. Cool. Any other questions? No? All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.